It all started with a casual comment that quickly escalated into a neighborhood feud worthy of medieval times. My backyard pool, my pride and joy, had been the source of countless summer memories. Crisp blue water shimmering in the sun, friends lounging poolside, and the occasional splash-filled party that echoed the joy of living in a close-knit community. It was mine, or so I thought. Enter Karen, the queen of the HOA, ruler of rules, and the neighborhood's self-appointed property enforcer. One sunny afternoon, as I was prepping for a weekend barbecue, Karen strolled over, clipboard in hand, and an expression somewhere between indignation and smugness. "I think you should know," she began, voice dripping with authority, "that according to HOA guidelines and community bylaws, your pool is considered community property." I blinked. "What?" "Yes, it's part of the communal amenities. You can't just keep it all to yourself." I laughed, thinking she was joking. But no, Karen was dead serious. Apparently, she'd unearthed some vague clause buried deep in the HOA documentation, implying that any pool visible from the street or common areas was considered accessible to all residents. She said that meant I couldn't restrict access or host exclusive parties. I tried reasoning with her, explaining that I paid for, maintained, and insured the pool. Plus, it was fenced off and gated. But Karen was unyielding. The following week, I received a formal letter from the HOA warning me to reconsider exclusivity practices or face penalties. That was the last straw. If Karen wanted to treat my private pool like a public park, then fine. I'd create a barrier worthy of the strongest fortress. So I built a moat. Well, not a real moat filled with crocodiles, though that would be tempting. I commissioned a landscaping company to dig a shallow but wide water-filled trench encircling my pool area, complete with stone bridges, floating lanterns, and even a decorative drawbridge gate. The moat wasn't just functional, it was a statement. Now, anyone wanting to enter the pool had to cross the little waterway. The drawbridge lifted and lowered at my command, and I installed motion sensor floodlights and charming but firm signs reading, "Private property, no trespassing." Neighbors were amused. Some called it innovative, others hilarious. But most just admired the creativity. Karen, of course, was livid. She marched over the day the moat was finished, arms akimbo, storm clouds gathering. "You're making a mockery of the community," she hissed. "Just protecting my property," I replied with a smile, "and keeping my pool truly private." The HOA tried to intervene, worried about the safety hazards of the moat. But the landscaping company had made sure it met all local codes, and I had permits for everything. Over time, even Karen stopped complaining. Crossing the moat became a daily ritual for invited guests, and the novelty wore off. In fact, the moat became a quirky neighborhood landmark. Kids loved tossing floating toys into it, and during the holidays, I decorated the bridges with lights and garlands. My pool stayed mine, just the way I wanted it, secure, private, and with a moat that would make any medieval lord proud. Karen? Well, she learned the hard way that when you try to claim what's not yours, you might just get a moat to keep you out.